everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. In this one, we are making more progress yet on our 2025 Warrior Comanche frame up. So to catch everybody up, if you haven't seen part 1 or part 2, we took this race car down to the bare chassis, plus a little bit of like the cockpit tub. And we're going through everything on the car, making sure everything's good, inspecting it, cleaning it, replacing it, whatever we need to do to improve for the 2026 season. If you like the video, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's completely free, and it does help us out a bunch as we're trying to grow this YouTube thing. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's have a look at this bearing. This was put in with our DRP bearing spacer kit, as well as this is actually white grease. This is also from DRP. I've gotten some comments in the past like, where's all the grease at? And stuff like that. But first of all, the grease is white, so it's a little hard to see on video especially. And second of all, more of these fail from over greasing than under greasing. So you don't want too much in there, because that's a problem too. So what we're looking for here is we're looking for any discoloration on the bearing, and then when I spin it, we're looking for any sort of like munchy grunchiness in there. Make sure nothing's broken or jammed or stuck. I don't see anything. It feels good, it sounds good, it spins good, and I don't see any discoloration past. This bearing was not new when I put it in last time, and then it's been 800 laps since then, so I would say that it looks pretty good. And then one layer down into the hub, we've got our bearing spacer, also from DRP, and then we can check the race of the outer bearing, and then we'll go to the other side to check the inner bearing. Back together for now. This top bracket is actually bolted into the axle tube with these two bolts right here, which I have not taken out since drilling and tapping this. So I'm a little hesitant. Gotta be kind of gentle. Try to be as smooth as possible with it. It's coming out pretty easy, that's a good sign. Here at the top of the hole, you can do it by hand. There we have it, right there. There you have it. See, so you can see these holes now that I drilled and tapped into the tube when we put the rear end together. Not too bad. Straight there. Okay. Hold the case. I got the case. Nice. Perfect. Now I'm gonna pick this up and take the wood. Okay, we've got the rear end all opened up. We've got our ring gear here, and you can actually see what we're really looking for when we open this up is we're looking for the wear pattern. We're looking for any like signs of heating, like overheating. We're looking for any scratching or pitting or anything like that, anything that might look unhealthy about it. You can see some of the wear pattern here on the top of these teeth, these little grooves here. And then if you look at the back side, I don't know if you can see it in the video, there is a little bit of wearing on the tooth here on this side, kind of on that first half, but not on the back half. And if you come over here, you can see that as well right here. If my phone would stop. You can see that right here as well. And so we're taking some photos, sending them to winners, and we're gonna talk to them about, Dad thinks that the nose of this gear is just a little too far forward, and that's why you don't see much here, but you are seeing it on the front half. So, but we're gonna talk to them, see what they wanna do about it, if anything. This is not really bad wear or anything. It's not like we couldn't run it more like this, but this is the whole point of taking stuff apart and looking at things is we want to make sure that everything is in the best condition possible before we start running again. We've got our winter's rear end all opened up, inspected, and ready to go back together. So that's what we're going to do in today's video. First of all, I've got the center section put on its side, and then I'm going to start by putting the ring gear in so that I can get one bell and axle tube on, and then go ahead and just mount that up so I can rotate it onto its correct orientation. And then here I'm putting some Permatex O-ring lubricant on the O-ring. I did it on the other side as well. I just didn't show it on video, but there it is going on, just a couple drops and then spread it around. Now I'm ready to put this other bell and axle tube on. This one's a little bit tricky the way I did it, but I got it hung on there. Now I can get the rest of the bolts run in and then get everything torqued up to the manufacturer's spec, and we're all done. All right, in today's video, we are reassembling our TWM bird cages and putting them on our rear end. I'm gonna be using this Permatex white lithium grease on the bearings that go in the bird cage. This is gonna help everything just stay nice and smooth. And it's also water resistant, which is a nice plus since we do pressure wash the car and the car goes through some pretty tough conditions. So this is just gonna help protect everything. So get everything all greased up, and then to put the bearings into the bird cages, I put them in the press. I forgot to video that, but I did do them in the press. And the rest is pretty simple. I put a little bit of grease on the axle tube where the bearing is going to ride just to help it that much more, and then slide them into place to a specific measurement that we got from the chassis builder and lock them down. All right, the rear end is buttoned up, ready to go back in the race car. I'll show you just a glimpse here. Brake caliper mounts and bird cages from TWM. Those are all done, set in place, and all fixed up. I already put gear oil in it. Went ahead and just filled it while it was up on the bench, and I also put a gear in it. I don't know that this is the gear that will end up running when we get out, but it does have a gear in it for the moment. And show you the right side here again. TWM bird cage and brake caliper mount. And then I'm going to do the hubs once it's actually in the race car. So I'm going to hang it tomorrow morning. Might end up doing the hubs right away. I might end up doing the fuel cell first. Just have to see. But we'll hang it there. Fuel cell's up on the bench, as well as oil tank, fire bottle. Fuel cell will go in after the rear end does. And then in other news, the shop has exploded. This is our pretty much like winter explosion that we do every year, where we blow everything up and reorganize. Dad's been working over here for like a couple days now, getting all this stuff reorganized, and it's all a nice big mess at the moment. Of course, we are in reassembly mode here in the 95 shop, and that is why our rear end looks kind of janky right now. Obviously, no drive shaft connected to it, no lift bar connected to it, which would hold it in its correct orientation. What I do have right now is our 4 links hung on there, as well as some setup sticks. We did a video the other day on our bird cages on the rear end. Those are TWM bird cages. And this kind of shows a good example of what the bearings inside those bird cages do. You can see that right rear bird cage over there. And I'm able to actually, I could spin this whole rear end, 360 degrees if I wanted to. I'm not gonna do that, but I could if I wanted. And this, somewhere around here, is where it'll ride when it's on the racetrack. And then as the lift bar goes up and down, this is gonna actuate just like this, using those bird cage bearings. I just finished cleaning up the bell housing and transmission. I took it all apart. It's kind of like the first time that I've done it solo, so I did not film it just so I could take my time and really focus on it, but I got it all cleaned up and put back together. Fletcher's working on the race car at the front, doing some secret stuff that we won't divulge. LOL. We've been playing with... Yeah, okay. We've been playing with oil tank fitment and other fitment through the tunnel here that will continue when we get some parts in the door. And yeah, a little update. Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna wrap up today's video. Just a quick recap. We've got the rear end in the car. I did go ahead and put the lift bar and all this assembly in the car. Obviously, we got the bell housing and transmission in the car, fuel cells in. I'm changing our left rear chain, so I did some little things like that. And then we've been working on oil tank fitment because we are moving the oil tank further back towards the right rear corner. So yeah, made pretty good progress this week. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you found it interesting, or if you enjoyed it, or if you just want to help us out, please do click the like button as well as the subscribe button. It's totally free here on YouTube to subscribe to the channel, and hopefully it helps you see videos that you like seeing from us. So anyways, we're getting closer and closer. We'll also have a 2026 schedule, tentative schedule coming out here in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned over on like Facebook and Instagram for stuff like that. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.